making pitches coming up for a World Tag League. It's going to be interesting to see if there's any involvement from them in that tournament.
I mean, and it's interesting as well. Sometimes you see young lions come up and they've... Hey!
Look at this standing moonsault cover here by Jeff Cobb, and it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, well, I think something like that would have put paid to World Tag League and a good deal afterwards. But sometimes you see even kids coming up that wind up going on excursion together almost, and you think the dojo being so crowded at the moment, as crowded as it has ever been at any point in our 51-year history, the things getting full, and maybe Nakashima and Leube might be thinking about moving up.
You're right about that. An excursion has to be on the horizon for Yuto Nakashima and Oskar Leube, and the relationship that they've developed as of recent. It would be no surprise if they ended up on the tag team loop somewhere else. Let's look at this.
Oh, common New Zealand dojo backgrounds, of course, and that's where those connections come into play. The power of Nakashima coming into play there. That's what you get from working out with Hiroshi Tanahashi on the regular.
And everyone looking for the tag here is Oskar Leube.
Oh, Newman in without the benefit.
Oskar Leube, 6'7". You've really started to see Oskar Leube come into his own, utilizing that massive frame and presence in that ring to great benefit.
He's started to be able to use his reach walker, which is very, very important. Yeah, very often in his first few years, you would almost see him shrink down against a shorter opponent rather than use the reach to his advantage, but he almost got suplexed out of his boots.
Jeff Cobb has tossed larger and heavier men around with ease. However, Oskar Leube looking very good right now in this competition. What a moment it would be. What a victory it would be if Yuto Nakashima and Oskar Leube could manage to knock off a team like Jeff Cobb and Callum. Chris, I gotta ask you with your, oh wait, hold on a minute. We're getting right to the races here. Bell has sounded, this match is underway. Drilla, Moloney, and Court Connors looking to isolate one singular member of this matchup, that member of the match being Robbie Eagles.
I mean, you have to think that especially Connors feeling extremely upset with Eagles after what happened, getting flash pinned last night in such a short period of time.
3 minutes, 33 seconds it took for Robbie Eagles to pin Court Connors in that tag team matchup. Gonna be even shorter here tonight. We're gonna have to see a lot more factors in this matchup than previous.
Oh, wanted that Asai DDT. Drilla, no!
Nearly had it there, did Drilla Moloney.
Drilla into the Miller nearly. This was how he did it.
Oh, look at this. He might have it here, and everyone managing to break it up.
Oh, yeah, everyone managing to break it up. I've never, in New Japan Pro Wrestling, typically, we've had a lot of four-ways, but there's usually been tags involved. I don't know where to look, Walker.
All more chaotic, the matchup here. MUSASHI and Yuto, these are two men who have something to prove. The only two individuals to not defeat Drilla Moloney and Court Connors during Super Junior Tag League.
Yeah, and they're looking, I don't think this is a smart choice to try and walk.
Wait a minute,
well, I mean, we saw how there was a little bit of competition between Monster Sauce and El Fantasma and Hikuleo in doing the rope walk.
Kosei, Fujita, and Robbie Eagles showcasing that they have the skills as well.
No. Oh my goodness, Ichiban Sweet Boy is feeling somewhat sour.
Drilla Moloney and Court Connors. We talked about motivation all night. Beautiful scoop slam. A little bit of separation created here for KUSHIDA, and the tag's been made. Tonga has been looking to get his hands on Shingo Takagi for the past 7 days. It's been an entire week that this has been brewing in the mind of Tonga.
Yeah, I mean, 1 week, normally that's a very short time. In Tama Tonga's mind, it's felt like forever.
Massive rage that is embroiled in Tama Tonga, as you see it right there.
Yeah, you don't ever want to make Tama Tonga angry. I've experienced firsthand what happens when you make Tama Tonga angry.
Tama Tonga with hopes of never openweight championship gold in his future. Getting a pinfall victory over Shingo Takagi tonight. Very well could seal the deal. Up and down slam cover here. 2-0.
There has to be that moment of self-doubt within Tama Tonga of can I really be a singles consistent. It's not enough to beat anyone on any given night. You have to beat everyone on every given night if you are a champion. Shingo certainly has a swagger that perhaps has been taken out of Tama Tonga's stride.
Shingo Takagi with a shot to the skull of Tama Tonga. Look at this now. Up and down sends Tama Tonga. And Tama Tonga returns with one of his own. Shingo Takagi very well could be looking. Oh, he's looking for that lariat.
This is almost exactly what we saw, or what the folks in Las Vegas saw at Fighting Spirit Unleashed.
What a night that Tetsuya Naito, speaking of, making the tag.
Yeah, I don't think people truly understand how hard the fence is here at ringside.
I was going to say, like, it's one thing, people don't understand how hard just running the ropes is, how much you have to get calloused to be able to do that. The guardrails around here, just solid steel.
Oh, there's no run in the guardrails, Chris.
No. Well, that's where I went wrong.
Yeah, wrestling hurts.
Yeah.
Yota Tsuji and SANADA back in the ring. Robbie, do you think there's a level of Tetsuya Naito taking these tag team matches he's competed against SANADA in to scout out his opponent even more so going into the Tokyo Dome?
Oh yeah, 100%. You go into these matches and you're looking for weaknesses, but you're also analyzing the strengths. And then if there's any adaptive changes, what is SANADA doing to counter Naito? He gets time to practice against those counters.
Now tag into Naito, double hip attack. Or hip toss, excuse me. Drop kick, meeting in the middle here. For Naito and Tsuji.
Robbie as well, I think Naito being the ultimate troll, the ultimate manipulator who likes to push those buttons. And SANADA very unflappable, kind of unfazed. And for a lot of fans, that's the knock on SANADA, that we haven't had the fire, the spark. You know what I mean? But that's an intentional thing you would have to say from SANADA.
Well, if he didn't have the spark before, it's been knocked into him from that Rana from the top rope.
A lot of it at the cover here for Tetsuya Naito.
Oh, look, he pulled up the shoulder and now right into Pluma Blanca.
Yeah, look at this. Perpetual contact is going to be the name of the game here for Tetsuya Naito. Yuya Uemura's going to try and break this one up, though.
He wasn't leaving that one to chance. People often underestimate lots of wrestlers on the New Japan roster's ground game. And Naito
oh, no rest.
We're talking about no time, no rest. Yeah. The cardiovascular strength better be up for Tanga Loa here tonight, as he is going to be going toe-to-toe with David Finlay. Always have to be aware of the presence of Gato, as well as the presence of Giotto at ringside tonight. Oh, just driven directly into those barriers. And oh, gentlemen, we were talking all night about how hard those barriers are. Robbie Eagles, you know just as well as anyone.
It's like being run into a brick wall, but it's half your height and your back bends over it. It's not a good feeling at all. It's like the most sharp and direct chiropractic adjustment that leaves you worse off.
That's why so often you try and see guys try and take a shoulder when they know they're going to hit it. But you know, oftentimes you don't have the choice, and even if you did have the choice, it's going to suck either way.
Absolutely.
David Finlay feels that now.
Now, Chris, you and I were speaking a little bit going into tonight's event. It's truly a put up or shut up moment for David Finlay tonight.
No doubt about it. I think there have been those voices all over, and David Finlay doesn't care what these people think, but still the lack of acceptance. Is David Finlay really a true leader for Bullet Club? The Jay White sort of trying to rip off the trademark over in AEW hasn't helped.
Oh my.
Well, thank you very much, David Finlay. Okay. I don't have a spare bottle of water anywhere.
Oh, lucky it was the water and not your head, Chris.
Yep. Oh, Murata-san came in clutch.
Two very fired up competitors tonight are David Finlay and Tanga Loa. Tanga Loa, 7-time record IWGP Tag Team Champion.
Those are those devastating strikes, Robbie, once he gets going.
And Great-O-Khan, we talked about the motivation here tonight. Looking to challenge MJF for the AEW World Championship if he can pick up the victory over the Death Rider, the leader of Death Jitsu, Jon Moxley. And much like our last affair, our last matchup.
Yeah, get on your toes here,
Oh
Walker.
my. Oh my.
Oh,
Move back.
best seat in the house.
Oh
Yeah, I'd be careful of that computer of yours.
no. Great-O-Khan, we talked about this before. Heavily motivated, heavy intentions here on the evening. Jon Moxley came here tonight to Japan looking for a fight. A fight is exactly what he's going to get, and it's going to go all throughout the Edion Arena in Osaka tonight.
Why did I agree to be here?
Great-O-Khan said he was prepared to face the grappler, Jon Moxley. He was prepared to face the brawler, Jon Moxley. He's definitely getting the brawler, Jon Moxley. We're nowhere near the ring here.
Women, children, no one is safe in this building right now.
They're not listening to the count. They go at 16, you're at 16, you're at 16.
Oh my.
You gotta get in the ring.
And the microphone shots to the skull.
It's a double count out. They don't care.
It doesn't matter to Great-O-Khan and Jon Moxley. This has been... What are we seeing here, Chris?
What we're seeing is it's a fight. The people booing. I mean, it's certainly not what anyone of us wanted to see.
Give me a break. This is...
That's it.
There we go. Perpetual contact is the name of the game here for Zack Sabre Jr.
This is how he taps out Tanahashi. Before in the G1.
Ruthless, Zack, ruthless.
Oh, man, and Ishii. You don't have to like one another to do anything to get those championships. Ishii clearing the ring, and bam, the battering ram to the chest.
Signature drop kick.
Sling
Blade. Okada and Tanahashi. Momentum built, but will we see the crescendo come to tonight? All three up and all three down. Cover here, Hiroshi Tanahashi, titles on the line.
Yes.
Close,
Still in it.
but no cigar for Tanahashi. Sling blade. And he might be looking for it here. Could we see it? The ace of the universe. High fly, no!
And this match is turned on a dime, and now Tanahashi in a world of danger. Ishii nowhere. Okada is there.
Okada always finds himself in these positions. Could we see it here?
Got it.
Time buster!
Time buster.
And once again on Ishii.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
If they complete the hat trick, we got new never unworked six-man.
The way they flow together in the ring, it's like they've been tagging for decades. And that's what we needed in this division. Oh, but we didn't need this.
Wait a minute.
Turbo dick out here.
It's like they are consistently showing up earlier and earlier every single match during the Super Junior Tag League. Now,
It's like Christmas, but worse.
now making an appearance before the bell has even sounded. And Chris, we really should have expected this from the get-go.
Well, yeah, I mean, TJ and Acura said that we know we're facing all of House of Torture. They did so a couple of nights ago. And there's the crowd chanting for everyone to go home. Acura said the rest of the United family, Empire family will be with them, but boys, they're taking care of Great Khan, who was just dragged to the back. They might be on the way to the hospital for all we know. And that's left TJ and Aka in a dangerous state here.
Yeah, and Will Ospreay is obviously preparing for his main event matchup on the evening against Shota Umino. So he's out of the equation too. Catch 2-2 are on their own tonight. But TJP and Francesco Akira.
They will not die.
Definitely not without a fight being put up first. But as you mentioned, it is essentially a 5-on-2 matchup here tonight. Shun and Yoshinobu Kanemaru sent to the outside. TJP and Francesco Akira. Akira has been developing well as one half of Catch 2-2 thus far.
What? Why?
The match hasn't started yet.
Hey.
Hey.
Akira! Oh my! Somersault to the outs.
Marty Asami looks like he's just pulled up to a T-junction, doesn't know which way to go.
Well, has he started the match yet? I haven't heard the bell ring.
But Devitt held with the title back in 2010. That's the target that Hiromu wants to pass next, but his eyes are on Heat and that all-time defense record.
Takahashi did say he is going after that all-time defense record, and Ishimori looking to put a pin in that plan for Takahashi is now kicked directly to the neck.
What's the change of gears? Here we go, sliding German, bang, got it.
Wow.
And you, Robbie, coming relatively early in that chain of defenses, but it felt even then that Hiromu was doubly motivated by that goal he has in the back of his mind.
He's definitely trying to make history. He wants to etch himself forever going forward. But maybe that's part of his distraction. Much like the DDT 24/7 championship was a bit of a distraction and could be his undoing here. Thinking about the record and not just being the champion and defending it defense after defense.
Wow. That was right across the larynx that Takahashi was dropped. It's going to cut off that breathing apparatus. When oxygen cannot enter the lungs, it's going to be a lot harder to win a professional contest like this.
Well, yeah, but yeah, you're right. That might be a cracked sternum situation. You can't breathe at all.
I was speaking about defense, and then Ishimori put him into defense.
Hey, we should have you out here more often. The difference in composure, the veteran status of a Taiji Ishimori, Robbie, where a lot of guys might get on the hops and try for a dive in this situation. Ishimori knows that he's going to wait for Hiromu to come in, and now on the offense, bang.
Wow. Ishimori looking to secure.
Beseeching Will Ospreay.
This is a very powerful moment right now, Chris. This exchange, still willing to fight, still willing to battle as Umino, where most men would have gone down quicker.
But it's desperation, guys, because Shota closed the distance. He saw Will was lining up another one of those hidden blade shots, and he closed the distance so that Will couldn't hit that hidden blade yet again.
Almost like how Yota Tsuji was smiling in the face of surefire defeat. But Shota Umino instead is gritting his teeth. He's powering through. And oh no, just as he seemed a little bit more sure.
Super kick.
And we literally just saw the soul leave Shota Umino's body.
If it weren't for his neck, his head would be in the 5th row by now.
Wow. The evasive maneuvers of Will Ospreay.
Not coming into play there.
There wasn't much behind that one.
Yeah, right.
It was the last. I think Shota Umino sees about 5 of Will Ospreay right now, and he was taking his best shot at one of them.
He missed all of them.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Again.
Merciless. He's just merciless.
He's done. He's done. He's already done. Well, come on.
Hook-style super kick of Will Ospreay. I mean, you look into the cold, dead eyes of Umino. There's nothing there.
The cold, dead eyes of Umino or the cold, dead eyes of the killer?
We've seen this before from Will.
Oh, no.
Go.
And maybe this time, maybe I will say that it's time to stop it. But Umino crawls to the ropes. There will be no rest. There will be no rest.
He's still battling, though. How does he have this in him?
Full mount. This is uncomfortable, Red Shoes. I know, we'll rip you on it.
This is the version of Will Ospreay that I
You have to
am
be
not...
low. Oh, no,